So that's what happened.
Yep.
Yep, that's what happened. Anyway, um, 4th of July. We're going to talk about 4th of July tonight on the show.
Yeah, it was a hot one here. I tell
Yeah.
you,
Ooh, it was a hot one everywhere.
it was 102 here. Can you believe it?
Yeah, I believe it. You live in Florida.
Well, no, I mean we weren't expecting that because usually every 4th of July it rains, and it was too
It
hot.
was the northeast. It was strange. Our weather was strange. The last, I don't know, the last 7, 8 days, very, very strange. It went from being scorching hot to raining to being so muggy you couldn't go outside.
I tell you, the last past
Horrible.
what 2 3 years has been horrible.
Oh
To
well,
be honest with you,
the weather's shifting. The poles are shifting.
yes.
You know. So what did you do today? You go to work today, or did you play hooky?
No, I went to work today expecting
Well, I
to.
have to ask with you because I never know.
Well, I was expecting to get all dressed up to do something, but it didn't pan out. But it's because the person I was going to meet for something different got sick. So, but it's gonna happen something
Okay.
for me next week. So
Well, good.
something better.
Well, yeah. Look, anything's better than what you're dealing with, right?
Yes,
Absolutely.
yes.
I'll tell you what, Neil. Why don't we do this? Let's hit this puppy and get a show on the road. What do you
Let's
say?
do it. Yes.
Let's do it, kid. It's 4 o'clock in Los Angeles. It's 6 o'clock in Chicago. And it's 7 p.m. here in New York City. Hello, everybody. I'm Maddog the Scipio, joined as I am each and every week by the mouth of the South herself, Amelia, the Pitbull Chapman. How are you, Amelia?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm wonderful. We are broadcasting live around the world tonight on all three of our YouTube channels, about 3,000 radio and podcast networks. And tonight, we are on TikTok
Yes.
Live for the second time in a week. How about that shit?
All right.
I
And
mean,
it's not our normal night though.
no, this is not our normal night, and that's why we're doing it.
Yeah. Yes. We decided to be off on 4th of July. So.
Yeah, we're gonna talk a little bit about what we did and what we didn't do and what we wanted to do and what kept us from doing what we wanted to do and didn't do and maybe we'll do again.
The heat was the main
Now,
thing.
if you followed that shit, then go. So how you
Man,
doing, kid?
oh, trying to stay out of the heat. Actually, it's been in the high 90s here recently. It
Yeah, I
doesn't get
hear
that
you.
hot till like August, so I'm shocked.
By the way, if you're watching on TikTok tonight, if you're looking at us sideways, it's a very easy fix.
Uh-huh.
Turn the phone or hit the orientation button. It'll straighten us right out for you. All right.
Right.
So there you go. I should tell everybody on TikTok, if you're watching, we do not interact on TikTok. Our
Mm-mm.
chat is disabled and it will remain that way. You can talk to us, but we will not talk to you. Only because I've only got two hands and I got to keep shit on the control here.
Right.
And Amelia, she's not working double time tonight. But you know TikTok a hell of a lot better than I do,
Mhm.
but I have to learn this stuff. So
Right.
so anyway, 4th of July, we just had 4th of July a couple days ago. What'd you
Right.
do?
Pretty much just visited someone in the hospital and just stayed home and took care of my doggies because they don't like the fireworks.
I know, right?
Hmm.
I I went. Where did I go? What the fuck did I do?
To do
Oh,
spend time with the
I
family.
no, I went to see my mother. I visited her on July 3rd on Monday.
Mhm.
And that's always an experience.
Hey, you got to spend time with mom and help her with
Well,
stuff
what
around the
help
house.
her with her Slotomania game? Oh my
That's one of
god,
those
that
fun
woman drives
games.
me
My mom
crazy.
plays that.
I love my mother, but she drives me nuts. Okay, I keep telling people my mother's an acquired taste. Okay,
I love your
she
mom.
like all mothers, she's a mother.
I love your mama.
Well, anyway, so that's what I did. And the 4th of July, we didn't do too much. I kind of stayed home. I wasn't feeling all that well. Um, and largely because of my sinuses and my eyes, because they're all connected anyway.
Yeah, it's just
So I
inclement
had a
weather.
nasty, nasty headache. And, but fortunately, we're good to go now.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think it's this time of weather too. It's like the rain and the heat, the humidity, also because you live around the humidity as well, right?
I live in the Northeast. It's whatever it feels like doing that day.
Right? 4 seasons in 1 week.
Yeah, we have all 4 seasons in 1 week.
Mhm.
That's pretty much life in the Northeast.
Yeah.
I
We
mean, really. Um, what's this here? Turn off your invites. Nah, we're not going to just. Here we go. Um, Amelia, Texas girl joined us. Here you go. Hot damn, Amelia, that's you.
Yeah, that's me.
That's you. Hot damn. Um, so we're doing this TikTok thing. We're going to check and see how it works out. Okay. People like our TikTok channel. They've responded to it really surprisingly well. Um, we've got, oh my God, we've got like 2,500 likes. We've got almost 1,300 followers. And I think we're following like 1,250
Yes.
or 60, something like that.
Right, because we're showing
Not
people
sure on all the numbers, but
yeah, because we're showing people actually what's going on out there, and we're not going to be afraid to show people what's going on out there, and we'll
no, we're going to tell
continue.
people, including telling you how bad TikTok sucks. And,
Uh,
and we're on TikTok. I'm going to tell you why TikTok sucks, because they have a double standard for certain people. If you're a Democrat, the sky's the limit. The sky is the limit if you're a Democrat
boo.
on
Mm-mm.
TikTok. But if you're a Republican on TikTok, bend over and take the grease up your ass, because
Yeah,
they're going to fuck you. Okay.
that's
And I
horrible.
know this because they greased up my ass twice already. I've been banned from TikTok twice already.
That's
Guess what?
horrible.
That's what backup accounts are for,
Exactly.
because they don't know what my backup accounts are. Because I got two aces in the hole,
Yes,
and they both live in Texas.
absolutely.
Capiche?
And the good thing is, I don't know if you've seen it, but Lee Greenwood, he's a country singer. I know you don't like country music, but
I know who Lee Greenwood is. I lived in
he,
Tennessee, remember?
yeah, me too. And he redid his song for Donald Trump. I don't know if you've heard it. It's a wonderful song.
Yeah,
I love it.
I heard.
I love the way he redid it, and I'm glad that he did.
Um, hey, people are sending me roses. I guess what's that like?
That's
Somebody just
good.
put a hat on my head.
They're sending you gifts. That's pretty
I guess
good.
I'm going to make a penny off of that deal.
That's pretty good. Continue sending those gifts, people, and like
Good.
our page.
Yes,
And
Amelia, tell them to send gifts.
absolutely, please continue sending gifts. And also, we are on Facebook on What's the Buzz Podcast Facebook group, and like our page, please, and continue
And
to like
yes,
us.
we have a Facebook page and a Facebook group.
Yes,
Um, you can find us pretty much anywhere that you can find a podcast.
yes.
We are literally, and I mean literally everywhere. Everywhere.
Instagram as well. We also have
Yeah, we have Instagram, we have a TikTok, we've got Vimeo, YouTube, Yuvu, Voodoo, we got Apple, iTunes, iHeartRadio, Pod Owl Radio, uh,
Twitter.
Twitter, Podbean, Stitcher, Spotify. Um, I mean, you folks. Here's the deal: if you can find a way to listen to it, we're there. Okay, I mean, literally, we're on
Listen to us
every
on the
platform
go.
in the world. We're on every
Mm.
platform in the world, over 3,000 of them.
Yes,
Yeah.
and you can also find us on past shows that you would love to listen to us on. Just find your local stations. We have shows on Marilyn Monroe, John F.
Oh my God,
Kennedy.
yeah.
We have Princess Diana. Well, all kinds of different variety shows that we've
We've
done in the
got
past.
it's remarkable. We got over 500 shows. Okay, I want you to understand. We've been doing this a long time now.
Yes, you have.
Almost 6 years, about 5.5 years now, almost 6 years. So this is a long time. And Amelia's been with me for about two of those
Yes.
5.5 years. During the course of this show, I lost not one, but two co hosts. One so tragic and so young, the smartest wrestling guy I ever knew in my life. And the second person, her name was Shirley. And Shirley was just as sweet as they get. I mean, you don't get any sweeter than
No.
Shirley. Jeff the Ref Robinson and Shirley Bolstock, and they are missed. I will tell you that. And those of you who watch the show regularly and listen to us on the radio, you know who I'm talking about. They've been around a long time with me, and they're both gone now, but they're watching over this show.
Yes.
They are watching over this show, and they're helping us grow, and I believe that. And so, yeah, we've been around. We're not going anywhere.
No.
Well, no, Lord, we don't want to go anywhere. Not yet.
Right.
Not until we're like old, really old,
Right.
really
Till we
old.
can't talk anymore. Or
Yes,
at least lost our
exactly.
voice.
Until we can't talk anymore. Yeah, till yeah, what she said, man. Um. So yes, that's what I did on 4th of July, and you
it,
know.
it's just a tragedy,
Oh,
though,
and
what
by the way,
happened.
let me publicly thank you
Yes.
for my birthday gift.
Oh, well,
Thank
which,
you. It was a wonderful book from one of my favorite authors. I've had him on the show, and Amelia loves him too. Alistair Cross. He's got a series of books. He did a lot of books. This guy's written a lot of books,
yes,
but
the
he's got a
series.
series of books called The Vampires of Crimson Cove, and it's going to be a 5-part series.
So far, it's a five.
So far,
Yeah.
we have. Oh, I have part 1 through 4.
Yes,
I
because
finally have. Amelia got me book number 4.
yeah, because he had given me a book one, he gave you book two, and we had told him if he gave us the rest of the books, we would buy book four.
Yes,
So
and
we
we
kept
did.
our promise. So,
Yep.
and he's working on book five. It should be released in September, from what I understand.
Yeah,
So
that's
we're
what
gonna
we're
get
hearing.
that one.
September is what we're hearing for Vampires of Crimson Cove book 5, which is going to be a hell of a book.
Right?
Because they're big books.
They are,
These books are like each book is over
but that,
550 pages
but
in each book.
the chapters aren't that long, which I like because they just keep you going, and you're just
Yeah,
want to like, what happened? What happened? And before I know it, it's like 2 o'clock in the morning. It's like I gotta get some
yeah.
sleep.
You know who else writes like that? Our friend
Tamara Thorne, yes.
Tamara Thorne, and I was actually speaking about Dan Emer.
Dan Emer as well,
Dan
yes.
Emer writes in short chapters. He's
I'm
got
into his
some
book as well.
chapters in his book. You know, the Satan Gene.
Yes.
He's got some chapters in that book that are 1 page.
Yeah, one little bitty page,
One,
like a paragraph, and that's it.
yeah, and that's it, and that's a chapter.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, for real.
Yeah,
But
I'm
it's
like halfway done with
amazing
his book
stuff.
too. So it's like, oh my gosh, I have to hurry up with this book. What's happening next? And
I
I'm
know,
like,
right?
and then I'm like that. But well, I got a kind of little bit of confession to make. That's part of one of your gifts.
Okay, then. I ain't saying nothing. I will not tell you that I'm going to hit you over the head with a frying pan for buying me more than one gift. What I will tell you is that I have come upon some information here that a
And
little birdie dropped in my lap. Did you know, Amelia Pitbull
uh-huh.
Chapman?
Yes.
Did you know that it's illegal in the state of Nevada to
Oh
drive a
boy.
camel on the highway?
Why would you have a camel in Nevada?
I'm just reporting the news, kid. That's all. I'm just reporting the news.
Okay.
It's illegal to drive a camel in Nevada on the highway.
Okay.
It
Well,
is. Here you go. Here's one for you.
okay.
In West Virginia, folks, I swear to you, folks, I'm not even making this up.
Hmm.
Google it if you think I'm kidding. In West Virginia,
Uh-oh.
it is against the law to whistle underwater. I'm not.
Um,
I'm not even. I'm kid you not. Look, I'm not even
how
kidding.
could you whisper? Okay, well.
Whistling underwater is prohibited. I'm not even making this up. I swear
Well,
to you.
what about Callisto, Montana? Children must have a doctor's note if they want to buy a lollipop?
Yes.
Hmm.
Yep. That was an old. You know why? I found out why.
Okay.
That was an old law when they used to put medicine in lollipops, because that's how they used to
Ah.
get kids to take medicine.
You know that they still do it nowadays? They still will probably it's Pediasure,
Yeah. Well,
but you can buy it over the counter.
they actually have lollipops now with medicine in them.
Hmm.
But that's what they used to do back in the day. They would put the medicine in candy because kids would eat it.
That's the only way to give it to them.
That was
Might
the
as
only
well.
way. You ever heard the expression "a spoonful of sugar"?
Yes.
Helps the medicine go down.
Hmm.
That song is based on something real.
Yeah. Mary
You
Poppins.
can't make this up. I swear to you, you can't
Nope.
make this shit up. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what though. Here's one. This is, and you gotta laugh when you read some of this shit. In Florida, here you go. In Florida, where you live,
Right.
all public buildings must have the door facing outward.
Okay. So does it make it easier to rob a
Doors,
place?
yep. In Florida, doors of all public buildings must open outwards. That's strange.
Right.
I
Well,
guess if you're going in, it doesn't open in. You got to pull it out to go in.
that's why people get it confused when they try to open the door, pull and push.
That explains Ron DeSantis.
Oh dear, and he's trying to run for president. Oh dear.
Good luck, Ron.
Right?
It ain't going to happen. You just secured Donald Trump's victory.
Yay. Did you
I'll
also see
talk
the
about
other
that.
law?
We're going to talk about more of these crazy laws in the show.
Did you see
But
also
I want to
see
talk about
yeah.
politics a little bit.
Yeah.
Because my wife and I were talking a little bit of politics. Now, I got to tell you, my wife is the most agnostic person when it comes to politics. She don't care about politics. She don't know about politics. She don't want to know. Okay. Me, on the other hand, I'm a political junkie. All right. They say opposites attract. Well, we sure the fuck did. Okay. Because I'm a politics junkie and I love this shit. Okay. So I'm watching my TikTok the other day, and my video disappeared while I was watching it.
What happened?
TikTok. I was going to call them TikTok. I should call them TikTok.
Right.
TikTok. Listen to this one. TikTok took my video down while I was watching it because it said fake Joe Biden on it.
Oh wow.
All right, now wait a minute. Here's the funny thing. You ready for it?
Mm-hmm.
The video that I put up, I got it from TikTok.
And they took yours down.
So and I did that purposely. I stole someone else's video. Okay, and I'll tell you, I stole it. I stole someone else's video, and I put it up on my channel. Okay, They didn't bother it on that person's channel,
But they took it off of
but they
yours.
took it off of my channel because I wrote across it fake Joe Biden. I
Wow.
added to it. Now, tell me some of your TikTok horror stories.
Well, let's see. I saw where they were trying to teach children devil worshiping, and they were all in a little circle, and they were what 7, 8 years old, but they didn't take that down.
No.
But if you were worshiping Jesus or anything like that, oh, they're quick to take that down.
Oh, wait a minute.
Remember that one?
Wait. I found out something. You can show on TikTok. I'm not making this up, and I'm not bashing TikTok because I have a channel there with thousands of people on it. Okay, you can show an animal being killed. You can show a child being abused. You can show elder abuse. You can show torture, and you can show devil worship. Okay. You can show people drinking blood. All right. You can show that. But you can't show somebody saying, Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior. They have to print it. They have to print it. They can't say it. If they say it, it will be taken down. Why? Here's why. It's considered offensive to some people. Yeah, well, so is Buddha and Allah offensive to me, okay? Because they represent fake deities. They're not.
Right.
They're not one true God.
Yeah, because it's like, when I saw one of this lady pretty much showing her off her hoo-ha, you might as well say,
Yeah,
I reported something like that because all she was doing is like over 18 kind of thing, and then I posted something religious. Well, they were more about taking my stuff
yeah.
down, and they left hers out. And I was like, hold on just a minute. I said, you want to take my stuff down, but you're gonna let that? I fought and fought, and I got my video put back on. I was like,
Well, they put
wait
one
just
of
a minute.
mine back on. The other one. Here's the thing about TikTok: you can't even fight it. There's nowhere. There is no mechanism on TikTok to make a complaint. Once they take it down, you got to jump through hoops to get it put back up.
Yes.
Okay? At least with Facebook, you can fight it. And most of the time, 99% of the time, Facebook will put it back.
And another one that I saw too was this little boy. He must have been like 6 or 7 years old, holding a gun to
Yeah.
another 6 or 7, 8-year-old little boy.
Yeah.
Well, you don't do. Why would they leave something like that up? You don't teach your children at that
You
age.
can show somebody shooting a dog on TikTok. Okay, because I've seen like 5 of them already.
Oh, absolutely. That's
But
horrible. That's a
Yeah,
nightmare.
but you can't show somebody praying.
At least not to God or the Savior, but you can show it to praying to
You
Allah
know
or
they could pray to the devil. Oh yeah, all
yeah.
day long. Okay, because the fucking Chinese slanty eye motherfuckers that run TikTok, and I want to call you out, motherfuckers. I'm going to call you the fuck out. Okay, because what you're doing is wrong, and you're going to pay for it. You're going to pay for it dearly. I may not be the guy to make you pay for it, but trust me, you're going to pay for it.
In the long run, yes, they are.
And maybe I'll have a hand in it. But I will tell you this: rest assured, you're messing in areas that you don't want to mess with. Because when you start screwing around with the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, and you start messing around with the name of God, you're going to pay a hefty price. I assure you. Okay? I fucking assure you. And I don't care who likes what I said, and I don't care who understands what I said. The people who needed to hear that heard it. Okay? If you didn't agree with what I said, I don't care. You don't have to. I'm not going to debate with you. This is my show. It's my opinion. That's all it is. It's my opinion.
And
You know
you
what
can
they
say
say
you
about
want.
opinions, Amelia? Opinions are like assholes. Everybody's
Everybody
got
has
one.
one.
But I
Absolutely. And
just
you can
have
say
to have a
whatever.
bigger one than most people. That's the thing.
And you can say whatever you want because everybody can. And then everything that's going on in the
Absolutely.
world
I'm
lately.
going to say what I want anyway, and there's nothing TikTok can do about it.
No.
You know why? Because I don't need TikTok.
And you
I
can
don't.
call people out too, and guess what? You're going to be in the right because you're going to call
Absolutely.
people out that are fake.
I
And
already
you've done
did.
it. You've done it several
I
times
called out
already.
fake ghost hunters, fake psychics. I had them two weeks in a row. They walked off the show.
3,
And
pretty
if you
much.
wanna
One of them
go,
almost did, but she
if you wanna see what I'm talking about, go on TikTok and watch the video of these people walking off. Okay, go ahead.
yeah,
You think I'm playing? I'm not playing. Absolutely not.
no.
You want to come on here and tell me what you know? Well, you better know what the fuck you're talking about because I will run circles around your ass. I do my research and I do my homework more than anybody else on a podcast anywhere in this country, and I will bank on that.
Correct.
I'll bank on it.
And we're not going to talk about anything unless we've done our research, unless it's true, because we're not going to talk about it unless it's true.
Absolutely.
And we
Absolutely.
have our paperwork here, and we're not going to ask questions ahead of time.
I'm getting these invites from people here. I don't know, what am I supposed to do with these?
Just decline them because they probably want to play games or that.
Yeah, I don't play. It's another thing that while we're on TikTok here, that's another thing. Okay, I don't fucking play games. Okay, I'm not going to battle rap with you. I'm not going to. I don't give a shit what Musa is doing with his fucking hot dog stand in Baltimore. I don't give a shit. Okay, I don't care what any of those people are doing. I don't do games. I don't do battle raps. Uh, I don't
Yeah, the
care.
battles.
I don't give a shit. Okay, I just don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
All right. I don't
Especially
care.
with everything that's going on in this world, especially what went on the 4th of July weekend, which was
Yeah,
ridiculous and
in
unnecessary.
Philadelphia, by the way,
Yeah, it was
right about 10
horrible.
minutes from me.
Oh my gosh, 10 minutes?
Yeah, it's right over the bridge.
Oh my
That
gosh.
happened right over the bridge. 10 minutes. I
It
could be in Philadelphia in 10 minutes while I'm talking to you.
Oh my God, it's horrible what people did were just gonna be say, okay, well, I'm gonna get, and I heard that it was already premeditated, from what I
It
understand.
was, yeah, somebody came out there with a hard on. A hard on and a loaded gun. So,
It's it's like, why
yeah,
would you want to ruin somebody's fun just for you to have fun yourself? I mean, you
because
think that's
people
fun?
are,
It's not fun.
that's the world that we, do you understand something?
Mm,
That's the world we live in. It's not a happy place anymore.
no,
It all changed. I'll tell you when it changed. It all changed with um, Bill Clinton.
okay,
Bill
well,
Clinton destroyed this country and it's never recovered. It's never recovered.
and his wife took over as well, so she had a big part in it as well.
Oh yeah. Well, when you're one dirtbag deserves another, you know.
Yeah. And I think it has a lot more to do with the inner government as well. And
Yeah.
to me, and I hope we do a show about it soon, but I think it has a lot to do with MK Ultra. And
We're going to talk about MK Ultra. We're going to talk about the actual program, and we're going to talk about the movie
yes,
MK Ultra, which is I actually started watching it last night. I fell asleep watching it
because I think it has a lot
because
to
it was
do.
late and I'm old.
I think to me it's because to me they can either call you with a trigger word or put something in as far as a drug or something like that. To me, that's what I think it was. They
It usually works with triggers. It almost always works with triggers. Rarely, back in the day, they used to use certain drugs and narcotics,
yes,
but with hypnosis and suggestion, triggers they work beautifully. Back in the day, there was a guy named Sirhan Sirhan.
yes,
He was an MK Ultra subject, and they fed him certain trigger words. Okay, well, he shot Bobby Kennedy and never remembered doing it. And still doesn't remember that he's still alive too, by the way.
yeah. Because he's like, what
He's
do you
still
mean I
alive
did that? I was not
and
doing that.
he's
I was at
still in
home.
jail and he's going to die in jail.
To
And then
him,
you're
all
talking
he
about that's something that was, and he's got to be almost 80, but
80.
we're
That's what I
talking
was
about,
thinking.
yeah, we're talking about a guy that was like 18, 20 years old. It was like he was a kid. He might
Yeah,
have been maybe 22, but he was a young Young guy. He didn't speak English. Came from another country. He was working at that hotel that day
Hmm.
and doesn't remember doing it. Now that's the guy. They say that's the guy who did it.
So all he knows
And
is
we
he punched into work, worked his shift, and went home. That's all he remembers, probably.
he don't even remember that.
Oh my God.
No, he doesn't remember that much. Here's the thing. There are people who don't think that he did it. I happen to be one of those people. But what we know for sure, we absolutely know this dead ass to rights. He was absolutely an MK Ultra subject. We know that because his name shows up. Now, did he kill Senator Kennedy? It's a strong possibility that he did until oh, I just knocked her. Sorry, TikTok, I just knocked you around. Until you start to look at all the little details that don't make sense, and it's Kennedy 2.0
Right.
because they did the same thing to his brother, the president, that they did. And I'm getting invites. Thank you for the invites, folks. Not interested in your invites. You can, just take them away, whatever you want to do. I really don't care
Yeah,
about your invites. I'm
because
doing a show right now.
you got to
Invite me
think.
when I come off the air. Okay.
Because you got to think if he had a background in guns or knowing how to shoot a gun or
Exactly. Exactly. He barely spoke English. The guy barely spoke English.
yeah, because it could have been me going to Paris, France, and I don't speak any French, and
See,
I don't know
it's
how to shoot
not
a
like
gun.
See, the thing with John Kennedy, you had a lot of moving parts there. You're talking about taking out the president. That requires a lot of work.
Yes.
Taking out a senator, you just got to be at the right place at the right time.
Yeah,
You
is
know?
especially at the angle right where you need to be.
Yeah, exactly. And he would that. I'm gonna tell you the fucked up part of this. The person who killed him was behind him on stage because he got shot from behind by close proximity. And Sirhan was already in the kitchen when Bobby Kennedy got shot. Okay. As soon as they got into the kitchen, Kennedy got shot from behind. Sirhan was in the front. Explain that one to me, Lucy.
Right. So that was their scapegoat right there, and they thought, a
They
foreigner
found
right
they
there.
found the scapegoat, another patsy. Yep. I've said this a million times, folks. I love my country, but I hate my government because they're a bunch of lying, thieving crooks. And they're evil motherfuckers, and they don't
Yeah.
give a shit.
And everything that happened over the weekend, did you notice the gas prices were low again? Again, another
That's a
cover up,
distraction.
another distraction. Exactly. All these shootings here, more distractions. And again, another distraction. Who went out of town? Well, the so-called not president person that's impersonating the president.
Oh, wait. I got the best news of the week.
Mm,
How could I forget?
mm,
The best news of the week. Are you ready for this?
go for it.
They found cocaine in the White House.
I saw that, and they're doing fingerprints on it. And guess who's probably not gonna have fingerprints on there?
Guess what? They
Hmm.
know who it belongs to.
Let me see. The
It's
fake Biden.
Hunter Biden. Yeah. It's Hunter Biden. And another one. Guess what else? I'm having a ball. Guess what else? They have a video. Somebody's got a video. A news guy, a news cameraman, got a video of Hunter Biden doing blow at the White House, doing it
Oh wow.
right off his finger, and he's got him dead to rights on film.
See, how is he gonna get out of this one? Paying the people.
He's going to get out of this one by not getting reelected. It just fucked up his father's chances for reelection.
Well, or the fake father.
Oh, the fake
Yeah.
one, yeah, because the real Joe Biden died. I don't think.
Yep,
I don't think Joe is with us.
that's not him because you have
It's not.
plenty of proof on that, and it's on our page right there on
Yeah,
TikTok.
yeah. I tell you what. I just remarkable. Listen, I'm going to do a commercial.
Yes, that's what I was going to ask you. It's commercial
Yeah,
time.
I'm going to do a commercial. I'm going to do a commercial, folks, and we'll be right back. All
Hmm.
right. All right.
Jess wanted to start a business when something surprising happened.
Today I'm going to teach you how to crochet.
She started crocheting, like a lot. And her friends noticed.
Jess, you need to sell those.
So she signed up for Shopify and started building her business.
Yes, I love that.
And after a lot of hard work, this happened.
Oh my gosh, I just made my first sale!
You see, every day, hundreds of businesses get their first sale on Shopify.
We got ding!
And the next could be you. So when you're ready to bring your idea to life,
And become your own boss.
build it on Shopify.
We are back, Pitbull
Yes.
and the Mad Dog. This is part 2 of What's the Buzz, America's Best Bobcast. So, when last we left off, we were bitching and complaining about
About
the
the fake
government and the
Biden.
president and all kinds of shit.
Hmm.
So, what other kooky laws did you hear about?
Oh, the one about what not selling children in Florida.
Read that to everybody.
Yeah, it's
Like you actually have to read this, but go ahead. Yeah.
yeah, it's no Florida. It's you're not allowed to sell children. That because we know that
Children
kids
are
can.
not for sale in the state of Florida.
Heck, we know that kids can be annoying, but please remember that Florida is a felony to sell your children. You've been warned.
Here you
That's
go.
I'm not lying, people. I swear that's the truth.
There's one for you. You never heard this one for Amelia. It's illegal in Michigan to kill a dog using a decompression chamber.
Why would you want to kill a dog? They're precious. They're precious little babies.
I know, but there are people that are sick fucks. But here's the thing, though. Why would you want to kill a dog using a decompression chamber?
That's mean. People don't do that. Put yourself in a deep compression chamber. How'd you like it?
Here you go. In Vermont. Be glad you don't live in Vermont. Women must obtain written permission from their husbands to wear false teeth.
What? I'll take their own false teeth and say, "Excuse me, you're not having any dinner then."
Here you go. In Connecticut, it's illegal to dispose of used razor blades. Well, what the fuck are you supposed to do with them, assholes?
Make something out of it.
Yeah, used razor blades. You're not allowed to throw them away. Well, what the hell are you supposed to do with them?
Oh my gosh, probably.
Vermont. Well, who goes to Vermont anyway, besides nobody?
Right? Or another one in Idaho is no cannibalism.
Here you
Do you
go.
believe that one?
Yeah, I did. That's why I'm just shaking my head. Here you go. Only in Tennessee will you see this.
Oh, I'm
Only
scared of
in
that one.
Tennessee. And I'm not making a word of this up, folks. I'm
Yeah,
not making a word
My
of this up.
kids were born in Tennessee, so I'm ready to hear this.
Marrying your kin is acceptable over the age of 16, provided each is of the opposite sex. It is a crime in Tennessee to share your Netflix password. Here you go. Incest is legal in Tennessee, but not homosexual incest.
Oh, wow. Okay.
In other words, you can marry your sister, but you can't marry your brother. Oh my God. Here you go.
Oh my gosh. What about in Kansas? It says you're not allowed to throw snowballs.
Oh
Okay.
God. Yeah, read that one.
Yeah, it may be illegal to throw snowballs in Topeka, Kansas, thanks to weirdly worded law in the city of criminal code. It's unlawful to throw any stones, snowballs, or any missiles at any person, property in Topeka. Ordinance that former Mayor Bill Button publicly flouted by tossing a whopper at a snowy tree in
Oh
2005.
God. I got one for you. There you go. In Utah. Only in Utah. By law, you must drink milk in Utah. It is against the law not to drink milk.
Well, I won't make it in Utah.
Here's another one that's pretty interesting. In Alaska, it is illegal to get drunk in a bar.
Okay, then what will you do?
It also in Alaska. Again, I'm not making a word of this up. It is illegal to get drunk in a bar. It's also considered an offense. I'm not making this up, folks. Listen. It's considered an offense to push a moose out of a moving airplane.
Oh, wow.
I'm not even making a word of this up.
That's weird. Okay. Also, in North Dakota, no human cloning is allowed. You can't.
In North Dakota, it is illegal to lie down and fall asleep with your shoes on. That's a law. It's still on the books, too, by the way.
Yeah, and you can't be doing
If
any
you're
human
going to
cloning.
fall asleep, you got to take your shoes off. I'm not kidding.
Well, yeah, and you can't do any
North
human cloning.
Dakota, it is illegal to lie down and fall asleep with your shoes on. Here you go. In Virginia, children are not allowed to trick or treat on Halloween.
Why not? That's weird.
That's an old law from years ago.
Wow, you would think that you could be able to do that, but
Here we go. Texas. This is something you might be interested in, old Texas girl.
uh-oh.
It's illegal in Texas to take more than 3 sips of beer while standing up.
Then I'll just sit down and drink.
Exactly.
Who would do that?
Exactly. Sit your ass down and get a load on.
And listen to this in Connecticut that you can't buy pickles. Pickles cannot be sold unless they bounce.
Oh, dear
I swear. Yeah,
Oh
it
my
became
God.
necessary until 2 skinny pickle packers tried to sell pickles unfit for human consumption. Yep.
Here's one. I love this. In Colorado, it is against the law to ride a horse that's intoxicated.
You would. Okay.
It's against the law to ride a drunk horse, in other words, is what they're saying.
I guess back in the 1800s, they either had to get their horses drunk to go to sleep.
In Nebraska, if a child burps in church, his parents may be arrested.
Well,
And it's still on the books.
they probably had to get their kids drunk to go to church.
I'd be going to church at home,
Mm-hmm.
and I'd be giving that kid all the Pepsi and Coca-Cola he wanted.
Say, here, drink it right now.
Burp till your heart's content, little one. Burp
Right.
away, baby.
Because that way they could do that. Yeah, and it's so weird how these. Listen to this one. In Ohio, there's another law. It's illegal to get a fish drunk.
In Ohio,
Yeah, it's
I
illegal
got
to
one for you. In Ohio, it's illegal for more than 5 women to live in the same house.
Uh-oh. You better hope you don't have all girls.
Right?
Unless you build 2 houses.
In Mississippi, it's illegal in Mississippi to teach people what polygamy is.
Wow.
You know what polygamy is, right?
Yeah, when you have more than one spouse, yeah.
Yeah. Utah is where they have polygamy. And they recognize it. There's part of their religion, the Mormons.
Yeah, it's like it's common to them. It's like it's nothing.
It's part of their culture.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. it's weird how these laws. It's like when I was looking through these, I'm like, oh my god, are you sure these exist? And I looked and I was like, yep, they do exist, people. I'm not
Yep.
kidding.
Here's a fucked up law in Rhode Island. Riding a horse over any public highway for the purpose of racing or testing the horse's speed is illegal.
Hmm.
Okay, well, you don't. What? How about if you do it on your farm? Is it still illegal?
Especially that's your only transportation.
It's illegal to do it on the highway, right? Is that what it said?
Yeah.
On a public highway, yes. Well, who do you know? Who do you know in their right mind tests out their horse on a public highway? Don't they usually go to a racetrack for that?
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, to do the gambling. And also too, but you know how you were talking about the first cousins and everything in Utah? First cousins may marry, but they have to be over the age of 65.
Oh, Jesus. And where? Utah?
Utah.
Oh, my God.
That's another one.
Indiana. There's another gem for you. Indiana. One-armed piano players must perform for free.
Oh,
I'm not even kidding. It says it right there.
but you would think they would need money. Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, what if they make their living performing? Well, sorry, but you can't work here. Well, you could work, but I ain't going to pay you.
Ain't gonna pay you.
Here we go. In Missouri, the show me state. In Missouri, Amelia, single men between the ages of 21 and 50
Mhm.
must pay an annual tax of $1.
Wow.
Don't ask me what it's for because it doesn't say.
I bet you they'd be like, I'll pay you that $1. I'd be happy to pay you this $1.
Single men between the ages of 21 and 50 must pay an annual tax of $1. I wonder why. What would you guess? What would be your guess on that?
Probably because for their non-spouse, I guess.
Right? It's crazy.
Yeah, they probably say, you know what? I'd rather pay that $1.
Oh my
That's
God.
weird. Oh yeah. According to Atlanta, Georgia ordinance, smelly people are not allowed to ride streetcars. I'm not
Okay,
making
then.
this up. Yep. Yeah, and in Pueblo, Colorado, it's illegal to grow dandelions.
In Illinois, oh man, in Illinois, you could be arrested for vagrancy in Illinois if you do not have at least $1 in your pocket.
I mean, make sure you have that $1, even if it's in quarters,
Even if it's in quarters, exactly.
dimes, nickels, whatever.
$1 worth of change in your pocket.
Yes.
This is the crazy shit.
Yeah, I know. It just something dawned on me. I said, you know what? I'm gonna look up and see if there's any crazy stuff.
Here you go. Here's one for you. Right around my neighborhood, Delaware. Here you go.
Uh-oh.
It is illegal in Delaware to fly over a body of water unless you have enough supplies for everyone.
Oh wow. So how are you gonna fly over?
Exactly.
You better have that bag of peanuts ready for everybody on the plane.
It is illegal to fly over any body of water unless one is carrying sufficient supplies of food and drink for everyone.
Oh wow.
You
Unless-
better be carrying a lot of food and drink then, boy.
Or not have a short flight.
Or have a fucking restaurant that's an airplane.
Exactly, because it's like,
Incredible.
or also too in Maine, you can't advertise on tombstones for some reason.
Incredible.
Yeah,
This is the kind of goofy shit.
yeah, it's.
I want TikTok to take notice of this.
Yeah.
Because I got news for you. TikTok is as fucked up as those laws we just read.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's.
And again, I'm not bashing TikTok, you know. Look, we got friends on TikTok, you know, Aaron's Angels, our friend Carrie.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she does a great job, you know, parting people, you know, of their money. You know, because that's what they do. They raise money for whatever the fuck they do. Somebody's pocket, I guess, you know, I don't know. But somebody's making money over there. But TikTok is great for making money. I quite frankly, I don't give a shit. I don't need TikTok's money. I'm very blessed to say that I don't need TikTok, and I wouldn't take it anyway.
Yeah, we just want to kind of
Um,
like brighten everybody's day because, kind of bring some stuff, funny stuff, because of the major cities rocked with the mass shooters, Baltimore, Philadelphia, Boston, Chicago, Fort Worth,
yeah,
Texas, that happened over the weekend,
yeah.
4th of July week. And that
Well,
still is not
we
necessary.
know that in Philadelphia, five people were killed. There were 6 or 7 people. Nobody's sure whether it was 6 or 7, but they know 5 people were killed. One was injured, a child who
Yes.
was recovering, and but then they know that somebody came in there with a bad intent, looking for someone, and they just went slap happy with their gun. You put a gun in the wrong hands,
Yes.
especially young hands, they think they're like in the fucking Wild West, like on TV. First of all, let me show somebody something here.
Yeah.
You see this?
Hmm.
You see this gun here?
Yeah.
If you're going to point a gun, point it like this. Stop watching them fucking gangster movies, okay? You don't hold a gun like this. Only in the fucking movies do they hold guns like that.
Right.
That's not how you hold a weapon. If you're going to hold a gun or even have a gun, get some training on how to use it, okay? I'm not one of these people who says take all the guns away. I'm not that kind of person. What I am going to tell you is if you're going to have a weapon, be trained in how to use it, how to fire it, okay? And then you don't hold it like this, even if you live in the hood, okay?
Right.
Stop watching that shit because they're teaching you wrong. It's not like this. It's this.
Yeah.
All right.
And it's not nowhere I live. Well, it's close to where I live, but in Tampa, Florida, a 7-year-old innocent little boy died over people fighting over jet skis over the 4th of July.
Kid got
you
shot
believe that?
around the corner from my house.
Over jet skis over the 4th of
And
July
this
weekend.
kid got shot minding his own business. Somebody's coming by, some baby mama drama.
Yeah.
Coming by, drive by. The gun hanging out the window.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking sideways.
It's not like when growing up when I was a kid going
They
to
had
4th of
they
July.
fired that gun 3 times before they hit him. But it only takes one bullet.
It only takes one. And it's even sometimes innocent kids get the guns from the parents. Parents, if you're going to have a gun, put it up somewhere where the kids can't find it.
Yeah.
Lock it up somewhere. Make sure the kids don't
we got
even know.
10 minutes left in this show. Why don't we tell everybody what we got coming up?
So that'd be great.
Let me do this. Why don't we do this? Hold up. Let me tell everybody what we got coming up. We have
not Monday night though coming up. It's
no Tuesday.
day.
We're not doing a show Monday, folks. It's my birthday, and we're not doing a show. Tuesday night, July 11th. The case of the boy in the box. Now, if you're not familiar with this, in 1957 in Philadelphia, there's a section in Philadelphia called Fox Chase. Couple people walking by saw a cardboard box, so they went over and investigated to see what was in the box. It was a little boy was inside this box. He was beaten. He was dead. Abused by, now we know now, was his parents. Okay. And we know now what his name was. We know when he was born. And interestingly enough, he has siblings that are still alive, a brother and sister, who still live in Philadelphia today. So the boy in the box was identified, and we'll tell you who he was on Tuesday.
Yes.
Moonchild is here. Hey, Moonchild. Oh, thank you, sweet. She called me Mr. Maddog. I love that.
Aw, she's so sweet.
Yes, I'll tell you what, Moonchild. Join me in the chat on Tuesday because we'll have this dialogue. It's a really interesting case.
Yeah.
I'm very, very familiar with this case. I've studied it. I actually called today. I made 5 phone calls to the Philadelphia Police Department. I spoke to Special Victims Unit. I spoke to the Public Affairs Office. I spoke to the Commissioner's Office. And I spoke to the Media Relations Office.
Yes.
I've got phone calls and emails out to everybody.
It's just something
So-
with this case that I could not let go. I could not let it go.
Well, apparently you're not the only one.
Yeah.
The person who did the genealogy is called a forensic genealogist.
Mhm.
I invited this woman to come on the show. She said that her mission in life is to get justice for the boy in the box.
Me too. That's my purpose, and I could not let
Yeah.
this go, and I could not let it go. And I finally said, Angelo, we need to do this. And
Yeah,
thank
and
you.
we're going to do it. And my purpose is to put the news out there. My
Yes.
purpose is not to judge, although I probably do more judging than I should.
And it might be a tearjerker, people. So have your Kleenex ready because I
So you
probably
better have a
will
lot
cry.
of Kleenex because it's going to be
I'm a
a
crier.
sad case.
I
So what
might
else
be
we got
into
going
it.
on, Mel?
After that, on the 17th of July, we're going to have Smokey and the Bandit Part 2, which is what is it?
Yeah, we got some Smokey and the
And the
Bandit
Bandit
tribute artists.
Yes.
Now, if you've heard tribute
Eastbound and
artists
Down
about,
Company.
yeah, they are eastbound and down. There they are. Let's see who was got. Oh, here we
And
go.
then Philip
Tim Phillips
Chase.
will be with us. Tim Phillips is the Bandit.
Mhm.
Sean Bailey is Sheriff Buford T.
For Chief
Justice, and Jason Bobbitt is Junior.
Yes.
And they will be with us on the 17th. That's a Monday night.
Yes.
Join us for that. But remember, before all that, the Boy in the Box case we will do on Tuesday, July 11th, and Moonchild will be with us. I hope she will be with us. Thanks to DNA, so many victims are getting their names back. Absolutely. God bless them, too. Thank you, Moonchild, for joining us. I really wish that she could join us that night. I hope she can.
Yes. I hope so.
Because that
too.
woman is an invaluable asset to this show. And she doesn't know it, but she really is.
Yes, she is.
I appreciate her very much. So, folks, here's what we're going to do. We're going to say goodnight to you right now. For everybody here at What's the Buzz Popcast from for all our stations around the world. For our friends on TikTok who we love, even though I bitch and complain about you, I love you. It's not you guys I don't like. It's the management of TikTok I can't stand because they're hypocrites. They're hypocrites. I just want them to let their yay be yang and their nay be nay. That's all.
Yes.
So, for Amelia, the Pitbull Chapman, I am the Maddog, Angelo DeCipio. We'll see you next time on What's the Buzz, America's Best Popcast. Take care, everybody. We'll see you next time.